The results of the presidential election are in, and they are very much as expected. Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa was re-elected with 60.7% of the votes, Ana Gomes got second place with 12.97% of the votes, André Ventura got the third place with 11.9% of the votes, João Ferreira was fourth and got 4.32% of the votes. Marisa Matias was next with 3.95% of the votes. Tiago Mayan was next and got 3.22% of the votes. And finally, Vitorino Silva got 2.94% of the votes. All candidates ended up essentially where everyone expected them to be, and the only doubt was between the second and third places. André Ventura from Chega Party expected to be in second place, but fell a bit short of that since Ana Gomes ultimately took that place with a little more than 1% advantage over André Ventura. But this is still a very good result for Ventura and Chega itself, because when you compare that to what Chega got in the 2019 election, it's almost 10 times more votes. Remember that Chega was a new party in the 2019 election and got just 1.29% of the votes. Voting Ventura is very much a vote for Chega as well, and little over a year after the last election, it has 11.9% of the votes. As I mentioned in my previous video, this presidential election wasn't about changing anything because it was clear Marcelo was going to win, since he has all the media / propaganda and big parties by his side. This election was about knowing how many Portuguese are waking up to the actual situation of Portugal, and it seems there are quite a few, and hopefully they continue to grow. If Chega has this amount of votes or more in the next election, it will be a force to be reckoned with, and it will be impossible for leftist and far leftist coalitions in the future. This is definitely not the best result Ventura could have had, but it shows the growth of a movement that wants change, and without that change, this country will continue its downward spiral into poverty and misery in which it has been for decades now. I hope you like this, and I'll see you next time.